Welcome back to our podcast, Life Under the Moon. I am your host, Sammy B, and today we are celebrating a very special full moon, the strawberry moon in Sagittarius, which I find even more exciting for multiple reasons. I am a Sagittarius moon, and that's like a whole thing. You can literally go on Google, look up your moon sign. It's super easy to do, as long as you know like where you were born and what time, but that's pretty much all you need. But that is super exciting because it resonates with me. And right now where I live, there are like extreme fires across the province and country, like national alert, really bad fires. So the sky is actually very smoky and making the sun and the moon both incredibly red. If you're watching this podcast on YouTube, I will insert a picture of the full moon here. But if not, no worries. It's just a big red ball in the sky. And it's just really quite beautiful, even though what's causing it to go red is so tragic. And I kind of joked, like, not joke, but I was kind of like, it's not literally supposed to be a red strawberry moon, Mr. Moon, or more like Miss Moon, but because a lot of people think like, oh, strawberry moon must mean the moon's gonna be pink. Not really. Like, the moon phases are named after specific times of the year, such as the sturgeon moon. It's about the time of year where it's very easy to catch sturgeon, the fish, and then you're prepping for winter. The harvest moon, that's definitely the fall moon, a fall full moon. So, the strawberry moon has nothing to do with it being pink, but this one is. And it is also the moon that is the lowest in the sky for us, which is really cool. I think maybe only in the northern hemisphere. So if you're in the southern hemisphere listening to this, wow, that is insane. Please comment where you're listening from. That would be so cool to see where all of our Sammy B family members are. But in today's episode, I wanted to just chat with you about the topic of paradise and how we already have it. And it's already within us and it's already around us. No matter where you are. Even if you think, no, Sammy B, I do not have paradise. Just follow me. So this morning I took my mushroom coffee, and I went outside and started chatting with my friend about what I was doing and describing to him. So I was sitting in a camping chair with my little tin cup, so kind of like a camping mug. It basically felt like I was camping. I laid my head back and I just closed my eyes and I listened to the birds and obviously the smell of smoke because of the fires, but it kind of felt like I was camping. And then it made me think, wow, a lot of people pay for this. Like a lot of people go camping. I'm one of them, but it's true. A lot of people pay for campsites. A lot of people pay a lot of money for campsites to do this. And I'm doing this in my backyard. And not only that, but when I closed my eyes, I imagined a few different places. A couple places I imagined was, okay, right now I am on the Pacific Northwest coast on the porch of my $1 million mansion overlooking the ocean. Or I imagined I'm sitting on my teeny tiny condo deck that I have in Vancouver City with my cup of coffee, listening to the buzz of the vehicles and the people walking, overlooking the city skyline. Or I also imagined just in my home city, just normal town, on a rickety old concrete deck that might be falling apart, and sitting there on a chair with a cup of coffee, imagining that too is also paradise. So all of these 4 different places are completely different. One's in the middle of the forest, such as I was that day, camping, essentially. My life sometimes feels like camping. Pacific Northwest on a cliff overlooking the ocean, in the hustle bustle of a massively large city, and on the deck of your little bungalow house with a deck that might be kind of falling apart. All four of those, and I mean the list could technically go on, all four of those are a little tiny piece of paradise, whether we realize it or not. And I guarantee you, most of us don't realize that what we have right now is paradise. Because each of those scenarios that I described to you, there is somebody right now who has that. They might not be sitting drinking coffee in that exact spot. There is somebody in Vancouver who has the opportunity to do that today. And there is somebody camping right now who will be sipping their coffee in the middle of the forest. You get my drift? So all of these scenarios are completely likely and possible. And I bet 90% of us don't even realize that what we are doing right now in this moment is paradise for somebody else. And that's like the biggest thing about being human is like, no matter what, you're going to take things for granted. Whether it's your spouse, your partner, your furry companions, your home, your location of living, your job, your career, your view off your deck, your like healthy body. You know, I guess I just realized that we all have our own beautiful piece of paradise, and I just want to remind you to celebrate it. And that's going to be this podcast next, well, I want to say like 2-week theme, right, until the new moon. But also, if you could try to keep that in mind for the rest of your life, because it will turn your life around and make all the difference, because you're now recognizing the little beauty in daily life. And it is so easy to go through life forgetting about that, forgetting about what we have, forgetting about what we worked so damn hard for. So I want you to remember what you have is already paradise. And it's okay to still have wishes. If you have wishes to go to like a beach, you know, like for example, I was watching a Shane Dawson video on YouTube today about how they were going to Disneyland, and it was like such a nonchalant thing. They like go all the time, and you know, it's like, oh man, it's a 2-hour drive. Oh my gosh. And I was thinking, like, I've never been to Disneyland, and I don't know if I ever will, because like it is so far away from where I am. Like, I'm in a totally different country. So to me, Disneyland is like such a far off concept that I don't think I mean, I could make the opportunity to do it. Like, we create our own reality. So if I really wanted to do it, I could go. But it's like, it just seems like such a far off opportunity or reality for me that like I just haven't even considered going. And for them, it's like such a normal thing. And they don't realize that like going to Disneyland is such a humongous like privilege. And like, obviously no shade on them. I love them all so much, and I love their videos, and they feel like family to me. But that's just an example of how like someone in their daily life can do something and it's somebody else's paradise. And that's what I'm trying to get you to recognize in this podcast today, is that your life is not only someone else's paradise in some way, shape, or form, because there's something about your life that somebody envies or is jealous of or wishes that they have. 100% there is. But also for you to recognize and remember and realize that your life is your own paradise. Now, with all of this being said, I want to take a listener's wish and make their dreams come true. Now, we don't have any comments from our last podcast or anything like that, so I want to wish for my friend Josh to have the most beautiful strawberry moon, and maybe it will provide him some dreams and awakenings and just make his life so much better with all of the magic and energy from this new moon. So if we could all wish this beautiful human the most special full moon. I always get these mixed up. And that, maybe it will change a little bit of his life in the most beautiful and positive way. So if you would like to leave a wish in the comments, maybe you're studying for an exam, maybe you're going to school, maybe you're buying a house, maybe you are just having a bad week and you want some good luck or some good energy, maybe you want financial abundance, leave your wish in the comments or let me know on Instagram or any way that you want. You can email me. Let's make this world a better place by manifesting our dreams together with our life under the moon.